Is this thing... Yeah, it's on. Yeah. Oh, and this... God. Hi, Mike's, hi. Hello, my name is Michael Randall. My name is, oh, this is weird. Shit, fuck, bastard. No. Shit, bastard, fuck. There. Hide my face. Hello, my name's Mike, and this is really awkward. This is the vlogging is weird if you think about it. I'm just talking to myself. Well, I'm talking to you, the camera, but this feels weird. The format. I just woke up and I'm depressed and I'm drinking coffee, and that will help. This is difficult. Hello, it's Mike from Mad Spanner here, and I've been talking to a camera now for about 5 solid minutes trying to get used to this whole vlogging thing. Yeah, I'm not very good at it, so I'm just gonna be, you know, just gonna waffle. Yeah. I'm very awkward. Hi. I'm a very socially anxious person, and I'm not very good at vlogging, but I'm going to try and do a vlog. This feels very weird. I'm in a house on my own, and it feels like I'm talking to myself, because the younger generations are growing up with technology, and their brains are actually better adapted to learning where to focus their attention, while people like me, who are trying to get used to technology and whatever, haven't got a fucking clue where to put our attentions most of the time. Usually, like say, reading and watching TV. Can't do both. On your phone, on Facebook, and watching TV, can't do both. They can do the one thing. Anyways, what? Oh, coffee. Right. I'm getting back from university. I was really burnt out. Had a mental breakdown at university, and when I went back to just do the fun things of fun, you know, and try, you know, get back into the comedic spirit of things. So for you know, like I see like a sketch show, comedy series, like a. It's called Bonkers. It's got 3 seasons, but it's alright. It was like I was extremely really burnt out. I didn't know where to put my energy or attention or anything into, because my mind kind of like just broke or whatever. So I decided to like buy a bass and like learn how to play music, because I didn't know what I was going to do music with. But as I got all this time to do whatever, I just basically spent all my time learning how to play a bass guitar, and like solidly like hours and hours. Like I feel like if I had to do anything with music, I had to like learn how to play all the instruments now. So I learned how to play more coffee. Anyway, existential dread. Comedy series and into a band. It was like I was going to be on the bass, I was going to program all the drums, play drums, but I can't do the drums and the vocals at the same time, or be the front person, so goodness me. Did a lot of open mics in like Cardigan, which always sucked. I sucked week in, week out, weekend after. I still trying to find what I was doing, but have like a little more direction. So then it became into be like it was just going to be more like a live act, you know, like a live show rather than doing anything properly musical. It's more like an experiment of what we could do like musically and just try and put things together where we could afford to fail. For me, I didn't mind if people were laughing with us or at us, because as long as they're laughing, I don't give a fuck. But you know, the forming of Mad Spanner was me putting my foot down and saying, okay, this is now my project now, and I'm gonna sort of go along with this and try and steer the ship. Weird, frantic project, and then that came out. So Aberystwyth was the rock club there didn't feel like it was really there for the music. I was really passionate about music, and I felt extremely alienated. So I felt like if this project was ever going to get off the ground, it was never going to happen in Wales, and I wanted it to happen in Wales. But mostly it was pretty. Then I moved to Shrewsbury, started doing some open mics, and instantly there was like a much better reception to music. Like you feel welcomed as a musician. Like this is kind of like the validation that I've been wanting to get for years that I didn't get in Wales. I was going to become Mad Spanner as like this live band, this live performance where it's just going to come on and just sort of like swing the bat and just have a lot like it was going to be loud, frantic, energetic, and just like loose and fun and musically retarded, but live, and it's like social anxiety just wrapped up in a thing and just going fuck it rah with noise. Of course, I found some more permanent musicians to play in Mad Spanner, and I felt like I had a lot of creative baggage. Because I want to make a band. I don't want to make a solo project. If that makes sense, where everyone chimes in. I don't want to sort of go to everyone and go like, oh, I can play drums. Here's this drum part. You know, you know, this is how you play this bit of the guitar. You know, I want them to add their own things, so it feels more like a band, and they feel more invested into it rather than me dictating what everyone should do on the musicians, and then no one has any fun. And that's what the project's about, fun, but you know, mandatory fun. Yeah. What I had to do is I had to basically, before these musicians come in, I had to like basically put something out, an album. So I had a 2-month limit of basically recording, doing all the drums on the Hydrogen software, putting all the bass together and basically creating an album. And it is rushed, to be honest with you, but it had to be done in order to sort of get some new creative flow going, because there's too much creative backlog. You know, in many ways it was like taking a shit. Really, I'm happy with this shit. It's good shit. So this is my bass. So this is my bass, and this idea was that you learn how to play it on crap instruments and cheap instruments, so that once you actually get into an intermediate or advanced level, then you buy new instruments, and it feels way more fluid, and you feel like you've earned, you know, playing that instrument, where just to learn you just need a cheap, you know, piece of shit. But I love this piece of shit. I love, you know, we've got and it's perfect. I mean, look at that. Right, so like you got the extreme, you've got Green Day all scribbled on, a footprint of the custard. This is the spirit of, you know, a 14-year-old discovering guitar and going, yeah, noise, you know, and that's kind of what I was going for. It's only got 5 strings as well. That's also punk as shit. Like, I can't really play guitar very well, but in drop D tuning, you just have to do bar chords a lot of the time. So I played with this guitar mostly. We're just using bar chords and 5 strings and diddly on the solos, and actually came out okay, I think. It was recorded through Line 6 amplifiers. Back in a sec. This is the amplifier of which the bass was recorded with. I think it's actually a guitar amp. I don't know what the ramifications are for playing this full blast live. I don't know if it'll set on fire. What else was there? Oh yeah. And then there's this. It's a bit of a piece of shit as well, because. But for now, this just sort of served just fine. It's just like bass notes, like root notes, and working different things out, transposing bass notes to piano, and then trying to work in security. It's fine. Fluid. Yeah, this thing was used. And finally, my baby. My new bass. Now this is my new live tool where, you know, like strapped in, it's extremely light. So I like running around and just, you know, being like frantic live, like that can go over here now. Fucking hell. There was also I so with you know so with that I recorded that album in 2 months, which was really stressful, but got there in the end. It was a thing. Kieran Scott, Ash and Crown, he actually mixed and recorded, mixed and produced this thing on Reaper software, and considering what we got, I thought he did a pretty good job. He also did the album artwork. Oh fuck! I scalded myself on the crotch with coffee. So he also did that album artwork, which is fucking sweet. I need to stop looking at myself there because you know, anxiety and there we go. Yeah. I'm fucking. Oh, this fucking sucks. I did imagine this video would be really easy to make. And now it's done. And then we did an album release party supporting iAssassin, which was really cool of them. That band has done us a couple of favours, just supporting them and allowing, you know, they're a good band. iAssassin, I'll put a link up to it down. I'll put a link in the description. iAssassin are a good band. As part of the release party, we sell these albums, and inside we have like the CD, piece of paper off a thing in the so yeah. So the album came out to somewhat mixed reviews. Man, Spenny. Okay, so the album came out to some somewhat mixed. Somewhat mixed reviews. The sound, not the word. Put stuff like a lot of comedy bands are too schlocky, but it's got a unique sense of humour. It's really hit and miss though. Still entertaining. First half of the album is funniest. There's portrayal of anxiety, social delusion, punishing grind, a robot enslavement, binary solos. Other things don't really work, like Anal Sex and Have a Commando, which are more juvenile than funny. Really likes the last song, highlighting there's no denying what the humour. Plenty to enjoy here, lots of strong riffs and movements, and on display amongst the jokes. So that was kind of nice. There's another one that said, shitty production beside, sorry Kieran, a man spanner, relatively amusing. Comedy, punk, thrash, punk, grind hybrid, which I don't know what to call us either, that are definitely in for the shits and giggles, and as they so succinctly put it, make a loud racket and aggravate the boring status quo. Well, they certainly do that. Fucking yay! Forced to use a shitty drum machine sums up Madspan's current percussion predicament and showcases annoying irony. Well, Massacre of the Flies feels more like a real song as opposed to a piss take. Madspan may have a future penning 1 minute blasts of primal crust grindcore. I don't know about that. It's all really good fun about perverts, seagulls, avocados and bum sex. Ooh, that's a bit base, bum sex. I mean, it's not really about bum sex, it's about rimming. That song's about rimming. It's a love story. Brutal honesty time, like a 15,000 calorie Domino's pizza challenge, it's almost impossible to get through the album within one sitting. Fortunately, songs like I Was Caught Shitting in a Plastic Bag and Get Off Your Bastard Phone provoke the required mirth-related response, but it's just not quite enough to salvage the misfires to make this effort hard-going at times. 5 out of 10, and the other one seems like about like a 6 or 7-ish out of 10, but yeah, both of them is kind of like what I kind of expected from this thing, because it was a 2-month rushed project, and I went into it making as many mistakes as possible, almost willingly, so I can learn from them, because I've got literally nothing to lose with this. So I'm surprised I didn't get 2s or 3s out of 10s, to be honest with you. Nah, this is just like a big wall of noise. It's supposed to be just like it's a live show. It's a live band, and it's there for the grind. Yeah, found a new drummer, found a guitarist. We're working on like making a show, and in the new year, it's gonna be smashing. So, thanks for listening to me ramble very, very nervously and into the camera. You know, I'll try and be a little bit more coherent through the next part. I'll go through the track listing about all the songs and how they make up the album. Cheers.